I mentioned that the program was changed pretty dramatically going into December enrollment period of last year. The changes that were made are outlined here. First of all, it was expanded to all 48 contiguous states, continental U.S. The available deductibles prior to that were $0 to $1.50. The deductible was increased, the deductible option was increased $0 to $2. A big change was premium subsidy, where at a $0 deductible, you pay 82 cents of the premium cost, the risk premium cost. Government pays 18 cents, but as you get out here past $1 deductible, it's a 50-50 split. Now, to qualify for subsidy, you have to enroll in more than 1 month. If you're a 1-month enrollment mindset, put 100 weight in the second month and you qualify. But you have to do some bundling. The premium was deferred from paying up front to paying at the end of the insurance period. If Al goes the full 10 months, well then his premium is due at the end of the 10 months. The maximum feed amount that you could put into your income over feed cost calculation was increased substantially, with the idea that you may want to include the dry cattle, the young stock, the whole herd. And so the maximum limit of the amount of feed cost you could put into calculating your income over feed cost was raised to this particular line of data. And that's saying, if you want to calculate your own feed cost, and let's say, I know of one guy that doesn't feed any grain. Grazer, some other people have other labels for that. We don't insure just milk price. So we are going to calculate the margin for that guy using the minimum feed cost, the minimum amounts of feed. So there is a grain component as well as a milk component. If somebody uses gobs of feed over and above the maximum, we'll bring it back to that level to calculate that feed cost. And that level being 1.36 bushels of corn and 26 pounds of soybean meal per 100 weight of milk. You always have the option of choosing the default amount. Like I mentioned earlier, we don't need to do any calculating on the feed cost other than how much are you going to feed and the Board of Trade price, because we're going to assume the half bushel of corn and the 4 pounds of soybean meal. So those are the choices you have in how you calculate the margin for this program, and then recommend that you consider checking what your real margin is and at what deductible level do they kind of tie together if that's the amount of coverage you're aiming to have.